Morgantown. This is vlog number 3, and it's Hannah and Chopin and Joey, although the latter two refuse to be in videos. I shall just speak for them. Hello from Morgantown. It's September the 13th. I don't know what day it is. And Sunday, I just woke up from a nap, although I shouldn't have taken one because I need to go to bed early tonight, but I couldn't help myself. So if I'm a little groggy, you'll have to excuse me. Let's see. First off, let me talk about the weather. I know I talk about this every video, but it's September 13th, and in Tennessee and Georgia both, it's still pretty hot outside. And here, the highest it's been is 80 degrees, and that's like one day a week. Every other day has been like 74 degrees. It has been so wonderful. You can go outside without sweating up a storm, and I just really enjoyed it. And I know that in a month I might be regretting saying this, but the weather is so wonderful. I hear that in October it could start snowing, so if for some reason it's snowing around the 24th and we get snowed in instead of coming to the wedding, I will apologize, but I might still be a little excited to be in snow. Anyway, I have some pictures to show, and then I'm going to tell you all about them because I can't figure out how to do just a voiceover yet. So I'm going to try to do it this way, just show you the pictures and then talk about them. So here they are. Those pictures were from the recent trip we just took to downtown Pittsburgh last Saturday. We went there because Joey had an audition for a horn position at the Pittsburgh Opera, and so we drove up there kind of early Saturday morning. Well, not early. It's early for me. We left the house at like 11, but that means I had to get up early, so whatever. Anyway, it took us about an hour, 45 minutes to get there because the traffic was horrendous. There's 2 or 3 universities up there. There was Pittsburgh University or University of Pittsburgh, whichever one it is, and Duquesne University and Carnegie Mellon University, and the Pittsburgh Pirates were having a game. So anyway, there was like 4 football games or 4 events of some kind going on all that same day, so it took us a while to get there. But anyway, Joey had his audition. He didn't really want the position, but he likes to audition when there are auditions available. And so anyway, he didn't get that job, so don't ask about that one. But after the audition, they said they'd have callbacks at 5 o'clock. Well, his audition was at 1, so we're like, what are we gonna do in Pittsburgh for 4 hours? We don't know our way around Pittsburgh. We don't know what to do in Pittsburgh. I mean, there's lots of stuff to do, but if you don't, we like to have a plan before we go someplace. So anyway, we drove around downtown Pittsburgh for just a little bit, and it was beautiful. I really liked it. There's really old cathedrals there, and it's just neat being a big city. I love big cities, and so it was just really neat to drive around and see all the different, things like 2-story McDonald's and all the neat little stores everywhere, and there's people walking around, and so I thought it was really neat. Well, we remembered right after the audition that the people that sold us our new mattress, they said there was a restaurant called Chipotle's in Pittsburgh. It was near the airport, and if we got the chance, we should definitely try it. They said it's the best burritos you'll ever put in your mouth. It was something like Bar Burritos or Moe's, where they only serve, like the big burritos, the overstuffed things. So we said, okay, well, why don't we just go there? We'll eat lunch. Maybe we can find something else to do, ask around while we're at lunch. So I typed into my phone on Google, I typed in, Chipotle's near airport in Pittsburgh, and it told us it was on Forbes Avenue. So we got on the road and started driving to Forbes Avenue following VZ Navigator directions, and it led us to a Chipotle's, but it was in the middle of downtown. It was nowhere near an airport. So we're like, great, well, what are we going to do now? There was no place to park. We had brought quarters, but we needed them for toll bridges and toll roads and stuff like that. So we ended up driving forever down Forbes Avenue, and we found Pittsburgh University and Duquesne University and Carnegie Mellon. And while we're passing Carnegie Mellon, I noticed there's like this huge building with dinosaurs outside of it, like all these big dinosaurs, and I was like, we have to go there. I don't know what it is, but we're going. And we found out it was the Natural History Museum and the Art Museum and the library. And so we finally found a place to turn around on a rinky-dink road, and went back and parked and went into the university. And those are not the university. That'd be weird. We went into the museums, and those are the pictures that we took of the natural history part. We went and saw all the dinosaurs and gems and really beautiful birds and really ugly birds too. And anyway, lots of natural history stuff. They had things from Africa and Native American things and things from Alaska and all kinds of great stuff. And we loved museums, so that was a real treat. And we went in the art exhibits, and there were some things that I would never consider art because I could do them myself, and if I could do it, it's not art, and it shouldn't be in a museum, but that's just my opinion. We saw some crazy things that, well, let's just say I would never put it in a museum myself. But then we saw some really beautiful paintings, like we saw Monet paintings and Degas, and we saw beautiful statues, and we really enjoyed that. It was a really beautiful thing. So I'm glad we got lost on Forbes Avenue. We ended up actually finding a Chipotle's on the way home, so it all worked out. And we found not only the interstate way to get to Pittsburgh, but VZ Navigator took us the back way home down all these little side roads and highways that took up all of our money in toll, because there's tolls every 5 miles down this little highway. So that was not quite as fun, and you can imagine how irate Joey was because he was driving. But anyway, it all turned out for the best, and it was a really, really good trip.
A foggy day in London.